Meeting Sophia. Walking along the road of modern life, I meet two great obstructions: loneliness and carelessness. Loneliness is met daily. Consider the idea, really, very few of walk anywhere, much less along the road of life. The common transport is car or bus, and if the feet must be engaged, it is usually to run, because I am late to a meeting or appointment, or a simple strut that really ignores everything that the act of walking once made implicit in my everyday life. When I walk, I observe, and am able to appreciate, or at least consider what is around me. But usually, when I walk, it becomes unconscious. But usually when I walk, it becomes the unconscious strut that ignores the outside world and focuses primarily on myself. In truth, any mode of life, as unconscious as this is, whether realized or not, is lonely. Loneliness walks hand in hand with the other disease of today, carelessness. Consider, when was the last time you walked down the street, and when someone asked you for something, be it help, money, directions, or simply the time, you actually stopped to give that person your full attention? Myself, by the time I realize that I've been spoken to and petitioned for some aid, I am sometimes a block away before I grasp it. But then, it is almost too late to turn back. This carelessness is the result of our unconscious loneliness. When I acknowledge these problems in modern life, I am then confronted with a bigger issue. How can I change my life and where I am headed if I do not? For someone not brought up in any form of religion, finding something sacred in life was a challenge to me for many years. Now I am content to think that without something sacred I would have not survived to the point I have. It frightens me to think that it frightens me to think what I would be had I remained oblivious to the experience of the religions. It frightens me to think what I would be had I remained oblivious to the experience of the religious. I'm not speaking, and certainly not preaching, of God, as most have been raised to believe in Him. I do not believe in Him, and moreover, I think it is impossible that anyone could believe in Him. Belief is worn through, turned to ashes, and the newborn phoenix is still emerging. It is the emergence of this new belief, actually not a belief at all, but rather it is knowing. The question this phoenix is bringing to us should be, how can I know God? What are we headed for is surely some revelation, as W.B. Yeats would say, is at hand. Surely the second coming is at hand. I would say that the nature of the second coming is our new understanding of God, our knowing of God. There may be steps before we reach this epiphany carried by the phoenix. We must each individually become the phoenix and not resurrect, but reincarnate our choice of our mode of life. Sophia is the wisdom we need to follow whatever path is being shown to us now and in the future. She is the guardian of our higher selves, and it is through knowing her that I shall learn to know God. Walking along the streets, I focus to see the faces around me. I do not guess their natures, nor analyze their acts, but I'm content in what I find by simply acknowledging their existence and respecting it. What I find is wisdom, and a clearer path that I myself may travel. Vancouver, 1999. Definitely the writings of an 18-year-old, but interesting nonetheless. Peace profound, blessed be, light and extension, my friends. Have a great night.